It was February. A bitterly cold rain was falling in a city once filled with good people, now turned to scum. All the day it left me was with an empty glass of water and another murder on my desk. The only evidence? A cryptic clue left by a deranged murderer. I'd solved 1,000 cases in my career, but this one smelled of foul play and mathematical precision. I read the clue over 1,000 times. Cosecant cubed of x equals 4 cosecant of x. My stomach fell like the heavy raindrops against my window. I knew I had seen these symbols before. My mind was thrown back into the past. It was as if I could hear the voice of my old calculus teacher, Fillion, beside me, telling me,
"Use trigonometry."
I was determined to solve the problem and thus the crime, so I studied and studied as hard as I could. I began the problem by putting everything on one side by subtracting the 4 cosecant of x onto the left with the cosecant cubed of x. Next, I knew my only choice was to factor, and soon enough, I had realized that it factored nicely into cosecant of x on the outside with cosecant of x squared minus 4 on the inside. The entirety equaled 0. Thus, I was able to set each equal to 0 itself. Cosecant of x equaling 0 had no solution, so I disregarded it. On the other side, all I knew was that the cosecant squared of x minus 4 was 0. After adding 4 to the 0 and then taking the square root, I had the solution that the cosecant of x was plus or minus 2, and thus 1 over sine of x would be plus or minus 2. I went to my unit circle to figure it out and quickly discovered that there were 4 solutions: 30, 150, 210, and 330. They were the answers, but what did they mean? After solving the problem, I needed to put the pieces together, and my instincts told me that the answers meant something. On a hunch, I averaged the answers out to 180 degrees.
So you solved it.
I recognized the voice, a voice that could only be trouble. I turned 180 degrees around, and there she was, standing there like a gleeful schoolgirl, not someone capable of this heinous crime. I should have known better. "Why did you do it?" I asked.
Because
She said,
no other detective in the city could have solved it. I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for this meddling trigonometry.
"Tell it to the judge," I said as she was taken away. The poor girl was too smart for her own good, and now she was paying the price for it. Just goes to show what trigonometry can do to good people.